Welcome back to the Awkward Tapes. Guys, so it's been a couple weeks since Manscaped sent us the performance package. How we doing down there?
Amazing. I feel like a new man. I have not nicked myself at all since getting it, so that's been amazing.
That's good.
It's helped a lot.
That's really good.
And your nose?
And my nose, I can still breathe. It's nice. I can actually breathe.
And you're feeling comfortable with the boxers?
Oh, dude. Actually, you know what's funny is that I had a chafing problem a few weeks ago. Then I started wearing those boxers. They got rid of it.
Really?
Yeah, they did. Legitimately.
There's no need not to use Manscaped products.
Yeah.
So support for the Awkward Tapes is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate men's hygiene bundle. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code AWKWARD at manscaped.com. And guys, how many balls is that?
About 8 million.
It's about 8 million balls.
Except for the guys sporting one, which is still okay.
Oh, well, we do feel sorry for them
We
a
do.
little bit.
But I don't know if that's quite 8 million. You know what I'm
that is a
saying?
thing.
I know
Yeah.
at least 2. Anyway.
I feel
Okay,
bad for
thank you, Presley.
I feel bad for the females that don't use this stuff, too.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
you can still use it.
I think you could still use it, yeah.
I think so.
Can.
I mean, especially like the weed whacker. That's for anybody. I've seen some females with some hairy noses. That's a thing, right?
Sure, you'll love
I
it.
guess.
Well, yeah, I'll admit, I've definitely met some women who need a weed whacker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I got good use out of the travel bag the other day.
Oh,
when
really?
when I was coming back home from school,
Nice. Yeah.
I was like, I have like a few things that I need to bring, but it won't fit in this bag. And so I was like, oh, my Manscaped travel bag, the
you
shed
go.
as they call it. And
shed.
so I got that, and I put my like some deodorant and some shampoo in there, and some other stuff in the front pocket.
It's a big bag.
It was amazing. And you
It
know what? I
is.
felt cool while I
pretty
did
nice.
it because it's Manscaped. Are you spraying Zach's head with, what is that? Is that the crop reviver?
Yeah, Reviver.
I'm
Crop
sure it's going to
reviver.
Some
smell
not
good
crop
now.
preserver. You
Zach
know?
looks better already.
Ball
It doesn't
toner.
smell as bad.
Smells amazing.
It actually does. Smell
Right.
that. Get you a whiff of that.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like a new man already.
No.
Smell like a golf course.
Dude, and your head's a little bit shinier. What does a golf course smell like?
Really rich men who can afford really nice colognes.
Or,
Okay, that's
Or
I like
Manscaped.
that.
or
You know
ball
what I mean?
toner.
Yeah.
You ever go to the golf course and you're like, man, it smells amazing out here.
Yeah.
It's not the course, it's the men playing on it. Well,
Huh.
anyways, that's just my 2 cents.
Well, like, yeah, some of you might be thinking, like, why spend a few more bucks on these razors or these products when I could go get cheaper ones just at, any other store? You got to get Manscaped products because they're more efficient and they're more quality.
And I
and
guarantee
it
you,
really tells a difference.
yeah, I guarantee you as well, whoever buys those cheaper ones has a problem with
Oh, for
nicking
sure.
themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done it, and it's very apparent. Like, it just helps so much.
Right. We've all liked our Manscaped products so far, and we think you guys will too. So you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code AWKWARD at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code AWKWARD. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. So without further ado, welcome to the Awkward Tapes and prepare yourself for a session of awkwardness.
All right, we're back again with Presley Thoughts.
Hold on. Can I just point? All right. Look at the maroon colors.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
No coordination.
Me and Presley
But
and Zach all showed up with the same shade of maroon today.
little variances, like you have buttons and Zach has a design, but same color.
Yeah, if only Leighton and I included, and then we could have been the Maroon 5, but we missed out. So.
Yes.
That would have been amazing.
I know, almost the Maroon 5, but
Is that a knee
Okay.
slapper?
Yeah, that was a knee slapper.
Can I slap your knee?
Our knees are like rubbing right now.
okay, Presley.
Honestly.
Back to awkward things. I got a couple here thrown in from some friends I met up with recently. So this first one, brought to you by Hannah. Do real worms see gummy worms as aliens?
That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Wow.
Could
Or
you
even-
imagine being, well,
Wait, why?
worms don't have eyes.
Yeah.
They're
Why do
built
they
the
see
same.
them as aliens? I'm confused.
Well, if you think about it, a worm is like that reddish. Like honestly, it kind of looks like our shirt color.
Yep. Schmetz
And a
plan.
gummy worm has like different. It's like a zebra. It's got different stripes of different colors, and it's all sandpapery with all the sugar that's on it.
Okay.
Could you imagine a real worm running into a gummy worm?
Or what
Oh.
if they just think it's a zebra?
Okay, hold on. Where, in what context would a real worm ever come across a gummy worm? Like,
Probably a
meet
park.
each other.
Like when a kid has some gummy
It could
worms
actually,
and they
yeah.
drop some.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like digging in the ground.
No,
Yeah, the gummy worms
Yeah.
digging.
Yeah.
came
Like,
alive.
whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
do you
I
think
gotta
about
say
that?
that's a fun thought.
It is.
I
It-
really like that.
it is. If-
thought. I meant thought.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the same thing.
If only worms had eyes. That's the only part that saddens me. If
Yeah.
only they had eyes.
No. Well, no. Never mind.
No, they don't really.
really
They
don't.
have,
Or-
and double checking by, I just looked it up. They have sensors to where they can tell if it's light or it's dark, but they don't
Yeah.
really have eyes.
Well, the other thing is too is that if a worm eats a gummy worm, would that make it a cannibal?
No. Because
No?
It's not a real worm.
If a worm ate a worm, yes. If a gummy worm ate a gummy worm,
That's like us eating a Sour Patch
I might be
Kid.
on drugs.
It's not cannibalism because we're eating a Sour Patch Kid. It's a
Or
candy.
is it?
No,
Oh no!
I mean, not that I know of.
it's not.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
This
I'm
is why you
moving.
can't trust
Anyway.
bald people.
This
okay?
is why you can't let Zach do a Presley thought.
We're gonna do a segment one day where somebody else does these thoughts. I just want to see what y'all come up with.
Oh
that
my
would be really
gosh.
funny. Like you go around the table, we each just bring
Yeah.
2 or 3.
I'm the only one that doesn't do a Presley.
Yeah,
thought.
exactly.
Yeah.
Number 2. If one teacher can't teach all subjects, why is one student expected to learn them all?
Oh yeah, I saw
Man,
that recently.
Let's
Yes.
go.
Whoa.
I like that.
Praise Jesus.
I get
someone
very
brought this up.
passionate about school stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I agree. I feel like, well, granted, I was homeschooled, and so were most of us here at this. Actually, wait a minute.
I'm the
All
only
of them?
one. I'm the
Oh
only
yeah, you were the
one.
only one that were.
I'm the
public
only
school.
one, normal one here.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
We're in college.
I feel like especially when you get to a certain age, like high school, and it's really critical to learn certain skills, like for instance, math. Like there are some things in math that you have to learn in high school, and like with my mom and I, we would always used to butt heads whenever we would try to sit down and learn it. So we had to hire a teacher. So like it's okay if you're not good at a certain subject. Public schools, get your teachers trained.
Yeah.
All right. that's all
Remember
I
the
gotta
y equals mx plus b stuff?
No.
What?
Yeah,
Dude,
What was that for? The slope formula?
it's like algebra. Yeah.
where are we using that? Who was using that except
know
for math teachers?
What else we're not using? The Pythagorean
Pythagorean
theorem.
theorem.
You're right. We are not using that. You are correct.
We're also
Two
not
different
using
ways.
that name.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff is just to fill in the hours, and to just fill in the make you think. You're not gonna use it.
I think
Well-
high school might be the least critical part of school. Because
Yeah.
like in elementary,
Oh.
you need to know that.
Yeah, that's
Middle
the
school,
simple stuff.
You start to, need some of that stuff. Once you get into algebra, I've never used that in the real world. I add and subtract all the time though.
Yeah,
So
You know?
you need to
and
know
spell.
And spell.
it. You need to know how to learn it if
Yeah.
you ever did need it. But that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
a lot of what?
You also know your colors.
I do.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. I was gonna say. Well, that's the thing is that school seems to be teaching
And-
you for the past and not the future.
and counting.
Yeah.
Did we
Okay,
already say
Shmev,
that?
you can. I'm going to interrupt Shmev now.
Schmevsplaining.
One.
Well,
the
I
thing
just keep,
that-
it keeps rolling through my head what all I learned in
Schmev,
elementary
it's
school.
okay.
Just-
It's okay.
I want to go back to elementary school.
Can the other Evan talk?
I
just
want
had
nap
coffee.
time.
I do want
All
that.
right, please,
anyway,
Evan.
I just wanted to say, you good there, Shmev? You good? Oh,
I got really excited about
I
elementary school.
don't really trust you, but I'm just going to continue anyway. I was going to say the thing that annoys me is to where you get done with high school, it has all this general education stuff, and you're like, oh, finally, I'm done with all that general education. Now I can study what I really want to learn. And then you go to college. What's the very first thing you do? You have to spend
General
2 years of general education.
Yeah.
I
Hate
hate
that.
it. I
Hate
hate
that.
it. Why did I have to take a history of arts class for I'm going into business? Why did I need history of arts?
'Cause of money.
Why?
And that's why I went to a trade school. Also, shout out, we got a mixer here today, someone to run the audio and the video for us today. Shout out Noah. Give a little round of applause. He's our new personal Jamie. And I know
Yeah,
we
pretty
overused
much.
that joke, but
now we finally got one. So
Yeah, Noah, could you just
my
look
gosh.
I just wanted to shout him
it's
out.
going to be a huge help because we have had some almost heart attacks when we
Yeah.
found out, like, oh my goodness, this wasn't recording. No, wait, it was recording, but it didn't get the last 10 minutes.
Exactly.
Or, just random things like that. Or honestly, just having more movement in the room is going to keep the lights from going
Yeah.
out.
Oh yeah.
true,
So-
there's a sensor,
that
yeah.
motion sensor.
That's great. But reason Zach brings that up, because you kind of gave no context, but you go to your trade school with him.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that was totally out of context. I got an audio engineering school close by, and Noah also went, and I asked him to come on board, and he was gracious enough to start helping us out. So thank you, Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Going back to like the general education stuff the first 2 years. Well, because I transferred schools, and so there was a couple things I didn't carry over from the last school I went to, and so I had to like retake that stuff. Like y'all remember, I'm a sports management major.
Yep.
But last year had to take a history of chocolate class,
I love. To be
Chocolate
fair, that is an
appreciation.
elective I really want to take.
and right now I'm taking a cultures of food class, which I hate.
Oh, really?
It's so
the chocolate
boring.
class sounds like way more fun.
It was a lot more fun. I made like a 98 in that, but this one, like, I'm doing okay in it, but I hate it. And I don't like it.
See, that's one of those things, like, how desperate are we getting to where they just want you to pay more money to take a class that you don't need? You already appreciated chocolate.
That's
yeah.
the thing. More money.
Yeah.
I already took 2 cultures and civs class where I went before, but they didn't believe me.
Well, what's crazy about that is I was going to say it's the same university,
Right.
Yep.
Right.
just different locations.
locations.
Literally.
Why?
I don't know. They're just trying to make more money.
And like, if I needed to know any piece of information of history, like I'm a big fan of history because if you don't learn from it, you're going to repeat it.
You ever heard of Google?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was like,
Yeah.
what's the 13th president of the United States?
Bam.
It just tells me. Now I know.
Hey, no.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't have
Right.
a personal Noah in my
Last
day-to-day
Jamie
life.
joke. That's the last Jamie joke.
Personal
I'm sorry.
Noah. and
Personal
day-to-day
Noah in
life.
my daily
You have a
life.
Google.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? Why not? No, you want to pull up the 13th president
I'm
of the
actually
United
curious.
States?
Wait, I have.
But I think
have a
as
guess.
time
Wait,
as
Oh wait,
times
Evan has
No,
a
no,
guess.
keep talking. I'm gonna think.
Evan's really good at guessing presidents. I just want to say that.
as times change, I feel like the education should change too and
should.
cooperate with this time.
Yeah.
But it hasn't.
But it has not at all,
Ever.
and we're still learning like we did in I don't know, but-
1920.
And it's
Yeah.
also training you, that being said, for the past.
Yeah.
Not the future.
And the other thing is too is that like there have been bills that have been passed to try to figure out great ways to educate like kids nowadays. But then the Common Core bill passed, and that was when my grades started dropping. Like I went from like an A and B student to like D's and F's, and that was when I got pulled out for homeschooling because the curriculum just wasn't something that connected with me.
Yeah.
It was all things I needed to know. Just the method and process for learning it sucked.
Right.
Didn't work for me.
Right.
It's not for
There's
everybody.
more than one way to skin a cat. I just want to throw
What?
that out
Yeah.
there.
What?
I
That
think
is a
it's cow.
saying.
That's a
though
saying?
I think it's kind of a ridiculous, morbid saying, but it is a thing.
That's
There's more than one way to
terrifying.
skin a deer.
A gear.
A gear.
A
Deer.
gear.
So Evan, what's your guess on the 13th president?
Okay, I did not look it up. I don't know for a fact because that's like the area to where it's like a whole bunch of presidents no one remembers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Millard Fillmore. I
Hey.
got
Hey.
Let's
Wow.
go. Telling you, this
Sweet.
guy right here.
I was gonna guess Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Well, of course you were.
God.
He was. Yeah, he was a great president.
Our
Morgan
Lord and
Freeman.
Savior.
But
All right, what's the next one, Presley?
Yeah, we're just one in.
yeah.
Two?
Two.
Okay, number 3. This one's from Samuel.
ooh,
Shout out Samuel. Do people get the downhill uphill thing backwards?
Yes, they absolutely do.
I don't think they do personally.
I do too.
When someone says like, "Oh man, I'm just getting older. It's all downhill from here," wouldn't it be uphill?
Right.
Is his
oh,
argument?
I see. I see
yeah.
what you mean. Yeah, because like it's getting harder because they're going uphill. But at the same time, you could look at it like you're at the top, and now you're just gonna get lower and lower until you hit like rock bottom or whatever.
Yeah. So what would be right?
Also known as death.
I would
Yeah.
think what you said
Yeah.
because going up a hill is much harder than going down.
No, I
that's fair.
think it should be the opposite. That's how I've always understood it.
Me
but
too.
I've
But I've
never
also
thought of
been
it.
told I'm wrong about that.
Well,
I've
back
never
in,
been told.
back in the day, they went uphill like each way they went, and it was
Yeah.
snowy and just
was
hail
terrible.
everywhere. Yeah, so
yeah.
they're already used to going uphill, so that's why downhill is worse.
Honestly, guys, we have
they
it
don't know how to
so
react.
so much easier in today's world. We should just never complain, ever,
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah,
Also,
you're right.
You know what's funny is that my pap, he used to tell me when I was a kid, anytime I was doing work that was hard, he was like, well, it can't be as hard as when I had to clean up the dirt floors with a Swiffer sweeper at school.
Swiffer sweeper.
Yeah. Swiffer.
It can't be harder than mopping the ceiling on a Thursday.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, mopping the ceiling on a
If you ever mop the ceiling, it's really
Not
hard.
on a Thursday.
That's Wednesdays.
My dude.
Oh my gosh.
Number 4. Is an Uncrustable a ravioli or a sandwich?
Okay, you
Oh,
did bring that
gosh.
up. Okay. I heard you talk about that.
wanna
I didn't know
know.
if you would actually bring it up. Here,
It's
now
a pretty
you guys
easy answer.
Well, but here, now you guys are going to hate me because I've heard that. What's an Uncrustable? I don't know what that is.
you don't.
Wait. What? Wait a minute. Hold up.
I'm gonna lose it.
You don't know what an
my bicep.
Uncrustable
Presley,
is?
I'm gonna
No.
lose it.
No.
Did you never have a childhood?
Californian, uneducated swine.
Homeschooler.
An Uncrustable is this heavenly, divine peanut butter and jelly sandwich that you stick in your fridge and or freezer. Okay? It is beautiful. It has no crust, hence the name Uncrustable.
So it's a frozen PB&J without the crust.
Yeah, but on
Yes.
the
It's not-
outline of it, it's
Yeah, it's
mushed
crushed.
together to keep
All right.
it from
So my
falling out.
answer is it's bad.
No.
But in terms of its
No.
sandwich or
You,
wrap,
I know what we're getting for lunch.
No.
We're gonna go to Target.
Getting
We're gonna get an Uncrustable, and we're gonna eat it.
I cannot believe I just heard you say that.
That is insane.
We did
dude.
say we were homeschooled, right?
Although to be fair, one of the first snacks I've ever seen this man eat, I think was, and I don't know what it's called. There's a technical name for it, but it was literally like a cracker and butter.
Oh yeah, I had like a matzo cracker.
a matzo cracker.
Yeah,
and
that
so
were
like
used for like Passover and
this
stuff.
makes a little more sense. You just didn't grow up with Uncrustables. You grew up with saltines and margarine.
I grew up with neither, but yeah.
All right, that's.
Well, hold on.
insane.
We haven't
Okay,
answered
but is
that
it a
yet.
ravioli or a sandwich?
It's a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
But
Don't. No.
Also, shout out my friend Miles from class. He was the one who.
oh
He was
really?
the one who sent us that. Yeah.
It's a peanut butter and jelly without the crust, hence the name Uncrustables.
Right, but define ravioli.
Oh yeah, I've seen those things before. Those are actually considered good.
Is bread and pasta the same thing? No.
No.
So Uncrustable has this bread, right?
Okay.
Which is different from this other thing that is called pasta.
Dude.
So Uncrustable is a sandwich.
Yeah, that's an Uncrustable. Good
Yeah,
job.
from looking at it,
Sandwich.
I recognize it. I didn't know this was the name for it. It kind of
distraught.
looks like a sandwich, but someone wanted to make it like a ravioli shape. So I would say it's
Yeah.
a ravioli shaped sandwich.
That's a nice
I'm
compliment.
emotionally distraught right now.
Yeah, me as well. Presley, you care to?
I'm sorry, I had actual
on his
peanut butter
mental
and
health?
jelly sandwiches.
Nah.
Oh, your mother loved you? What?
Yeah, she did actually. Yeah, I'm lucky. Yeah.
She wanted him to eat.
Shout
like,
out, Mom.
actual-
Thank you.
Actual food.
Do you ever remember like going to like, I don't know if you guys played soccer or baseball, but like going to like sports games and then just eating a bunch of those things? Those were the days. Those are good.
I never played sports.
That's okay.
Explains a lot.
I didn't have a Crustable though. I always had it made or something, you know.
Yeah, I didn't have an.
I don't think I ever like had one.
I didn't have
don't
an
think.
actual Uncrustable until I was like 19.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What is up with y'all's childhoods?
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Maybe
I'd
your
rather have
childhood
it
was
made.
weird.
you take bread,
No, you.
take another piece of bread, and you put peanut butter and jelly between them.
Yeah.
And then you eat them.
Yeah.
That was our Crustable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crustable. What's the next one?
man.
Oh, number whatever.
That's a good name.
5.
Thank you.
Yeah, it comes
5.
out 4.
Yeah, but before 6.
Ooh.
Another one from Samuel.
Oh.
If salted peanuts are in the shell, how do they get salty?
Yeah. I never thought of that.
I really don't know.
Wait.
How do they do that? Noah, can you look up how? Can you look up how they get peanuts salty?
If they're in the shell.
Is there
How
like do they
peanuts get salty
do they
in
put
shell.
like little holes in it and then just like sprinkle it on?
I think. I don't know.
Do they take like a syringe and just put
Maybe.
salt water in there?
Maybe. I don't know.
They don't do a syringe with salt water. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Each individual peanuts.
Yeah, well,
Noah has an answer.
Yeah, so basically, they dry the peanuts out.
To dry the
When it dries
peanuts.
it, yeah, they just like dry them out, and it takes all the water out, and it just leaves salt in there.
yeah, that would make sense.
Oh, so
So-
they're naturally salty.
Say that.
Yeah,
on-
explain it
yeah,
because
explain it 'cause they can't
they're
hear
not
it.
gonna be able to hear it.
Oh yeah, so apparently when you dry out the actual peanut itself, it like salt
It takes all the water moisture
It
out of it.
demoisturizes it.
demoisturize.
Or
Evaporate.
dehydrates it. I don't know why I said
Dehydrates it.
demoisturize it.
Demoisturize.
Honestly,
You're gonna
that's a
have
fun
some
word
ashy
though.
elbows if you don't, you know what I mean.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's very informative.
No, man.
We now know more about peanuts. There you go.
That's right. Number 6, I think.
Okay.
Onions force you to mourn their death.
Okay, that's a good one. I like that one a lot.
And they
Oh
do.
wow.
You're gonna cry.
Do you ever like when you're cutting onions, or maybe I should say, have you ever while cutting onions accidentally touched your eye?
Yeah.
Dude, or even worse, say a pepper. That is like, kill me, dude.
I know
hate that.
someone that can just eat onions like an apple and
What?
doesn't even cry at all.
Oh,
Some people do
He's
that.
a,
yeah.
he's a beast. He's got a pet donkey and he lives in a
Oh
swamp.
my
His name is
gosh.
Shrek.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that coming.
He has a friend donkey.
I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
Donkey!
Friend donkey.
At first, I thought you were going to be talking about Shia LaBeouf from Holes.
What?
No, there's a scene to where like
yeah.
him and is Zero the name of that character?
Yeah, Zero.
Yeah, like to where Shia LaBeouf and Zero. I forget Shia LaBeouf's character's name. I apologize.
Craig.
But they,
No.
but they get lost and they have to find some food or whatever, and they come across like just a whole bunch of onions, and they're just there eating onions like apples. It's a great movie.
I will say, Cleo Thomas, the actor that played Zero, is like on Twitch now, and he does a lot of streaming, and it's actually a lot of fun to watch. It's kind of weird seeing Zero all grown up, though. I will say that.
I'm probably seeing him talk a lot.
Yeah, a lot. Oh, that's ironic.
Never seen Holes. Anyway, number 7.
Wait, whoa, you never seen Holes?
No.
Well, you know what we're doing tonight.
Movie night. Number 7,
All right.
which is after 6 but before 8.
Yeah.
Water's flavor is all dependent on its temperature.
What?
Hey, all
it's not.
dependent.
Yep.
Has
No.
to do with how many minerals are in it.
Dasani tastes like a penny
I love
all the
Dasani.
time.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna use that argument, can't you say that about every food and drink? Like, oh, it tastes different depending on if it's hot or cold.
Well, what does
Yeah.
water taste like?
Water tastes like water.
But
Yeah.
what does that taste like?
No.
There is
no.
no-
The thing
no-
is that
you can't compare
you're saying it for water. You're not saying it for pizza. Or you're not saying it for soda or something. Water is a base. It's the base thing.
Yes.
So
It does
it's-
affect soda though. If soda's
Yeah,
warm.
because
Say-
soda has a lot of water.
I think
Typically.
it does affect the taste
Oh,
of
my
it, though.
sweet
does
haired
affect the
Presley.
Because of what's in the
Sweet-haired.
water.
No,
the
because of
minerals.
what's in
I
the
get
water.
it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not
Yeah.
necessarily the temperature. I mean, yeah, if you have a glass of like ice water versus a glass of boiling water, yeah, it's going to make a difference. But
Yeah.
I don't know if you could say necessarily in taste.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say that was interesting.
All right, that's all I got. We're done.
All right, guys. I have a question for you.
What's up?
Okay. So obviously we've all played Monopoly.
Yeah.
When we were growing up. All right, you know, like the main like guy, like the older guy.
Yeah.
Who, like,
Yeah.
you know, he's got like the monocle and whatever. He's got the hat on.
Yeah.
All right. What if I told you he never had the monocle,
He
Oh,
does.
I've heard this argument.
but
yeah.
he never did.
Ever?
He has a monocle.
He never had the
He
monocle.
literally just said
No.
the guy with the monocle on the
That
top.
was
That's how we think
that's
of
how
it.
you think of it. That's how I think of it. He has never had the monocle.
bull. I need proof.
No. I just did. There you go.
Oh.
He's never had
Okay,
the
but
monocle.
that's off of some
Oh my
website.
God. Hold
You
on.
can do
Alright,
your own
so I-
research. It's true.
All right, so to the people
That's
who
how
are listening and not viewing, we are
Yeah.
currently trying to look up different images for if they're
The Monopoly guy.
Look, Monocle.
Well, no.
That's a fake picture.
That's
the
from,
real picture.
That's the one from the real game. He doesn't have a monocle.
He doesn't have a monocle.
Oh my gosh, is he the Pringles guy too?
Oh, yeah, a lot of people have made that comparison.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why? But
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
all right. Anyway,
All right.
I don't want to spend
Here,
too much
anyway,
time on this
yeah.
time, but
Yeah.
things like this, it's called the Mandela Effect. And if you're not familiar with the Mandela Effect, it is when masses of people believe an event occurred when it actually didn't. And so this Mandela Effect is named after Nelson Mandela. So a lot of people thought he died in 1980 in prison, but he actually did not die until 2013. But there's like a ton of people that like remember him dead in 1980.
Dude, is this like when people believe that Elvis like died? But obviously he's alive, so like mass amount of people
what-
think that he's dead, right?
you know,
Not
It's like
really.
Elvis.
no.
No.
it's not
Are
like
you
that.
are you thinking like the people that think he's still alive? That the conspiracy theory?
I think he's
Yeah.
playing
That's
into
not
that
the same.
joke.
I was just going to say, is this like a conspiracy theory that's gone quote unquote mainstream?
I guess.
That's,
So it's the opposite of what? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
but
Elvis is dead.
For example, the peanut butter brand,
What peanut butter brand?
Jif.
Jeff? Yeah.
Well, a lot of people think it was Jiffy. Have you ever heard of Jiffy?
No, actually.
Y?
For the peanut butter, no, actually.
Actually,
Peanut butter?
no.
I've heard of like Jiffy Pop, but that's popcorn, right?
I could. This is
Oh.
one. This is one that I
Well,
thought
no,
was
no,
right. Because a lot of times the peanut butter in my house is Jif, Jif or Peter Pan. But I could have sworn that Jiffy was a peanut butter brand, but it never was. And there's a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah, but according to this like article, it says that there's the competitor Skippy, that peanut butter brand.
Ah, yeah.
People are just
Yeah.
getting Jif and Skippy like confused.
Jiffy.
and- yeah,
Never
saying
heard of
Jiffy. But I could have sworn Jiffy was a real thing.
Wow.
All right, Looney Tunes. How do you spell Looney Tunes? How do you remember like seeing it on the TV?
I got it.
How do you spell Looney Tunes?
Oh,
That was a loud email. LOONEY space TUNES. Looney Tunes.
How do y'all spell it?
I think just like that.
I
Looney
think the
Tunes.
same.
Lou.
Can I hear it in
sorry.
a sentence?
Looney Tunes. I
Hey,
watched
let-
Looney Tunes
Yeah.
today.
Can I get it as a spelling?
Can I buy a vowel?
Can I get it as spelling?
Well, there's a large mass of people that remember seeing this on
Is it a
TV.
what is it?
Looney Tunes, TOONS.
Looney Tunes?
Oh,
Oh, no.
But
Oh.
Like
it is the
cartoon
way you
now.
spelled it.
It is.
I
It's
remember-
supposed to be.
I remember TOONS, but it is TUNES.
Oh.
I remember sitting down on Saturday morning and like watching Looney Tunes. I could have sworn there was two S's because it matched Looney.
Actually, now that I see it like that, that's what I remember.
But
Yeah.
that's what it actually is.
Nah.
Oh, that no.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because now that I'm looking at it, I feel like there's supposed to be two.
right?
Two O's.
Yeah,
Looney
two
Tunes.
O's.
TOONS.
It's like a tune.
Not TUNES.
You know what's funny that I was just thinking about is that with my ADHD, sometimes when I'm like understimulated, I start spelling words that I see. So that was, I know that's totally random, but that was actually why I knew it was TUNES because I
Really?
used to do that when I was a kid. Is just spell it out when I was understimulated.
Yeah.
Fun
Well,
fact.
another one. You think of Curious George? No,
Oh.
he's a monkey.
This guy's like my favorite.
You got a
your
friend that
favorite?
wears a
Yes.
lot of yellow.
Yep.
He does. You relate a lot to Curious George.
I do.
Dude, Layton used to.
I am
Let me
Curious
tell you,
George.
Layton used to love Curious George.
Watched all of it all the time.
Well, what if I told you there was a part of Curious George that was never there?
What?
His tail.
Yeah, I know.
Curious George
Yeah.
never had a tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
he have like
yeah.
a no?
No, he's an ape. Yeah. He's
No,
like an,
he never had a tail.
yeah.
No,
Yes,
you're
he
right.
did.
No, he
No,
didn't.
he did not.
Curious George never had a
you
tail.
serious?
I know
said
this
serious.
because I watched it way too much.
No,
yes.
mm,
He does
Evan,
not
you're
have a
right.
tail.
I guess
He never had a tail.
No.
He's a monkey.
weird. Oh, I'm
No tail.
I feel stupid. I'm thinking of Boots from Dora.
He did have a tail.
You know the what's his name? Man in the yellow suit. Is that his
Yeah.
name?
Man
If
with
I told
the yellow
you he
hat.
never wore yellow.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he
It was
did.
blue. No, yeah.
Oh my!
It was yellow.
Yeah, now Shmev's gonna use the Mandela effect just to gaslight.
Curious
us.
George's name was never George.
So really, this is all.
He was
just
never curious.
just a big test for arsenic and old lace. He's just gonna gaslight all of us.
Arsenic and old ladies. What'd you say?
No. It's like an old cult classic movie. It's called Arsenic and Old Lace.
Oh, I thought you said arsenic.
Isn't that where the
and old
term
ladies.
gaslight comes from?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
If I'm not mistaken, it's like an old black and white movie. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Isn't it something to where like he turns off the lights or whatever, and the wife's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, why did you turn off the lights?" And he's like, "Oh, I didn't," or something to that
you know,
effect.
it actually could be a different movie. I may be thinking of something different, but I think that's
It's
what
from
it
an old
is.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that the movie was called Gaslight. Anyway,
But yeah, like that, where that term comes from, I just think this has been interesting to talk about. Like the term comes from this husband who didn't want to be married to his wife anymore, and in this movie he started gaslighting her. And what he was saying was that there was a light, or there was.
I think it's called that because of an actual gas light.
Yeah,
That's
a
my
gas
understanding.
light. He would tell his wife that the gas light was off when she was saying it was on, and he would just repeatedly do things like that, like, "Oh, the water's not running. What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, it is. It's running." He's like, "No, it's not." Eventually, he convinced her that she was crazy, and then she like went away, and then it wasn't his wife anymore. And gaslighting, fun stuff.
Interesting.
Wow.
I explained that terribly.
Wow.
Oscar Mayer Wiener.
What?
How do you spell that?
Okay.
What?
That was quite the transition.
Yeah.
Or Oscar Mayer. How do you spell that?
Oh. Wait.
You.
If
Rock,
you've
paper,
seen,
scissors,
You spell the
If-
first
if
word.
you've-
You spell the second.
if you've seen
The
this,
second one's the harder
Zach,
one.
have you seen this?
No.
Have you- okay. I was gonna say.
No. Can we rock, paper, scissors for this?
You
spell?
just
Just
go.
take it.
Okay. OSCAR.
That's the
space
easy one.
MEYERS.
Yeah.
I had the exact
No?
same spelling. Wait, S.
That's how you think you'd spell it, right?
Wait, Oscar
That's not how you
Myers.
spell it.
Meyer.
My
It's Mayer.
Oh,
No.
Ew.
But working in a grocery store as long as I did for a little bit over 4 years, I specifically remember scanning this Oscar Mayer stuff and seeing it spelled Meyer.
Yeah.
Because Meyer, why would you spell Meyer like a mayor?
Mayer.
How do you spell like Michael Myers? What is that different?
It is Myers.
Yeah.
The Mey. Yeah, like how
Really?
you think you spell it. But no, it's
all in
Mayer.
the
Oscar Mayer, but you pronounce it Meyer.
Pronunciation.
Heck.
So Oscar Mayer Wiener.
That's
You ever
dumb.
seen that giant like Wienermobile?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, you have
Yes.
a picture of that, don't you?
Maybe
where?
somewhere in my phone. No, I've seen it around. It's fun whenever you see like the Loveless Cafe that's in Nashville. I saw it in the parking lot there just
Yeah.
one time. It was just in the parking lot. I don't know why, but I've seen fun little things like that. I saw like an actual Batmobile, like a real life Batmobile type something driving
That's
on the
cool.
road in Arkansas of all places.
Wow.
I went.
I don't know why, but
He was saving the whole state of Arkansas. No one wants to be there.
yeah, he's like a little rock.
Schmear.
Yeah, Schmear's Batman.
Yeah. Schmear man.
You know what's funny is that if Schmear ever played Batman,
Schmear's
he
our
would
friend,
just-
by the way.
Yeah, he would just be like, I'm
not dealing with it.
I am
Am.
vengeance.
I'm
That
not
is
dealing
who
with it.
I am.
Oh.
Cry about it.
Schmear.
We gotta have him
one,
on.
this one hit me the most. That I couldn't believe this.
Okay.
Fruit of the Loom, like the
The
underwear
underwear?
and stuff.
Yeah.
You think of their logo. Y'all remember seeing their logo?
it's
a bunch
like
of
The
fruits.
fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of
And
the loom.
The cornucopia thing.
I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
that
I know what
means,
you're
but
talking
sure.
about.
I think
yeah.
so.
Like you know what a cornucopia is?
I don't know
Is it
how
like
to
a
describe it,
basket?
but I can.
Yeah, it's like a
It's like a
basket.
basket type something.
Yeah.
Then say basket.
I think
There
I.
was, well, it's called a cornucopia. There was never a cornucopia.
What?
But I specifically,
wait,
all right,
let me-
like this is what I remember.
Oh yeah, because it was just
Right?
the fruit.
What
Yeah,
is-
yeah, yeah. No, exactly.
What is
yeah.
a cornucopia?
And if you're just
basket.
listening, look up cornucopia.
Oh
when
my
you can.
gosh, it doesn't have a basket.
It never had a basket. It's just a bunch of fruit.
That's true.
I grew up. I grew up wearing Fruit of the Loom underwear, and so I would see that logo all the time. I swear it had cornucopia on it. It never did. That one messed me up last night when I was doing this.
Good thing you have your Manscaped underwear.
Yeah, I don't need. I just need the word. I just see that. But yeah, It never had the cornucopia. That one messed me up.
I need that as a soundbite. It never had the cornucopia on it.
Man.
What a
my
word.
goodness.
Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its?
Delicious.
Yeah.
How do you spell Cheez-Its?
Oh.
Go. Yeah.
All right. C-H-E-E.
Hold on. Pause. Is this how we Noah, is this how he answers questions in class too? Oh. Wait.
I do not do that. I don't do that.
Anyways,
Oh my gosh.
spell it.
Okay. C-H-E-E-Z. I think an apostrophe. I-T-Z.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
Never had the Z at the end.
Cheese
What?
it?
It's Cheez-It.
What?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Cheese it.
It has never had.
That's stupid.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
stupid.
it never had a
It has
Z.
never had a Z at the end.
No, yeah,
It's
that
always
does not
been-
look right at all.
It's it's always been Cheez-It,
It's
but
Cheez-It.
because it's in the box, you say Cheez-Its. But people swore it had a Z at the
Then
end.
why did you say Z instead of S? Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. I don't know.
It's like the same
Well,
sound.
no, there is a Z
Because
in the
it-
cheese, just
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
not
I
a Z
think
at the
that's
end
why.
of it.
Oh.
So it is C. What do you say? Like
That one messed me up, too.
C-H-E-E-Z? Is that how it spells the cheese? C-H-E-E.
Yeah, Z.
Yeah.
Dash
Oh.
IT. That's how
It
you
wasn't
spell
an
it.
apostrophe. It was
Yeah,
a dash.
dash.
Yeah.
You knew there
That
was
one
some
messed
sort of
me up
symbol.
too. The amount of Cheez-Its Cheez-Its I used to eat.
The amount of cheese that he ate.
Should we start saying Cheez-It
As he put
now?
on his pant.
His pants, not pants. One pair of pants. What do
But
we call
like-
it? A pair of pants.
Because I guess you have
pants
two
and
leg
Okay,
holes. I don't
anyway,
know.
I don't know.
I gotta remember what the next one is. What? Oh, have you all right? Double stuff Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double stuff Oreos.
Yeah.
STUFF.
There's no,
No.
ED?
It only has one F.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's S-T-U-f.
Double stuff.
That one,
That's-
that one I knew.
What?
Why
not
would
even
they
a-
spell it like
It's
that?
not even a word.
Because now we're
so
talking
dumb.
about it.
Double stuff.
It's good marketing. You get the
Oreos.
point across, makes people talk about it, catches your eye. Like, oh, what the heck?
Fun fact:
Yes,
double
so.
stuff used to be the standard.
That's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
And
Should
double
be the
stuffed is
standard.
Should
double
be.
stuffed is still the best to this day.
Oh, it
Though more than
absolutely
double
is.
stuffed is just far too much.
Yeah. There's got to be the right ratio.
I agree.
Yeah. You gotta have
Wow.
cookie and cream, not cream with cookie on the side.
Yeah. Wow. Well, was that all of them?
Let me see here.
I'm just
No.
depressed
No.
now.
No.
This one's insane. So we've all seen Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
right?
I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
bring this up actually.
What is the like? When you think of his quotes, what's one that you think? of?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You'll never know what you're gonna get.
Say that again slower.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
That's not the quote.
Hold on. Life is like a box of chocolates.
No,
the voice.
you're saying it like anyone else would remember it.
Yeah, that's
but
how I
that's
remember.
not what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's you can hear it. You can hear him say, "Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." It was never. It was never is. It
Okay,
was.
That's
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that as a Mandela effect. That's just a difference between was and is. That's.
But there's a difference.
Well, no, it doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. It's what it doesn't. It's what people remember. People remember it as
Everyone
life
says is.
But if
Yeah.
you go back to the movie, he
Life-
says was. It's
yeah.
not is.
Yeah.
That's not the. I'm saying you're going off of just English is versus was. I'm saying that's gonna get confused a lot.
Well, people always say
mean, yeah,
life
but-
is like
Yeah.
when people quote it, that's
Yeah.
what they
That's
say.
what they
but
say.
that's not right.
No one says life was like a box of
which is what
chocolates.
the movie
That's-
actually says.
That's what the quote is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. You have any other movie like that? Any other movie quotes that are misquoted?
No.
I do actually.
What?
I looked some up. Oh wait, did Noah have something?
I think
I
Noah
saw him
might
get
have had
really
one.
I
excited.
have one, but y'all can go.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
We'll come back to you, Noah.
Okay, misquote from The Wizard of Oz. You know the what do you think of?
There's no place like home. There's no
Follow
place
the yellow
like
brick
home.
road.
I
Okay, the one where she like first gets to Oz.
Toto, we're not in Kansas.
We're not in
anymore.
Kansas anymore.
That's the misquote. The actual quote is Toto. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Okay.
no, but that's the same thing to where
But
like you
everyone
just cut
does
out
it.
the middle of it.
Everyone does
It's like
it.
we're not in Kansas anymore. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas
Yeah.
anymore. You're saying the exact same thing, just it's
I
a
get what
difference
he's
of
saying.
language.
It's
It's crazy.
Mandela effect.
I feel like a part of this is just natural human tendencies to condense things to remember them easier.
I know. So far, the Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect. It's just like, oh, people remember that it was spelled like this. That's not how it's spelled.
I got another one.
It's all English.
What about? Okay, you might be the only one who knows this one. Maybe Zach. Do you guys watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
That's the one with Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
he's the one that doesn't. That's right. What's the one
love
in
Star-
the original
Star Trek.
trilogy? What's the famous Darth Vader quote?
I am your father.
Luke, I am your
Oh
father.
yeah, that one's not.
Nope.
Yeah, I remember. That's not correct.
It's
yeah.
no, I am your father.
No.
It's not. He doesn't say
Really?
Luke.
Yeah, he never
Yep.
says Luke. Then Luke just yells no at the top of his lungs. Then just tries to fall to his death, but somehow doesn't. But
Yeah.
You know, those movies were, like, okay, I think it's amazing that those movies are so loved by especially this huge community, but there are a lot of, in my opinion, plot holes, or like, and it goes to the whole prequel sequel thing, I guess. And especially when Disney came in, I just feel like there was so much that got skipped over that could have been explained more. Like
Yeah.
an origin kind of movie.
But with all the TV shows that they've had, I think they've been working on filling those holes.
Yeah, and that's cool and all. I don't like the idea of like, okay, I love this movie series. Now I have to go watch a TV show that accompanies
I
it, but I have
agree.
to follow
Yeah,
different
I-
characters.
I
Well,
don't
then
like
you're
that.
just not
It's
invested.
just, yeah, and that's
I
fair.
hate that
Like,
argument.
It didn't pull me in enough to get invested
Well,
into those series.
the
Whereas
thing
Marvel,
is,
it's a little bit different for me. You know, what I
Like,
mean?
with the whole you're not invested in it, it's like, would you rather the movie be 7 hours so we can all
Understand
understand everything fully?
everything.
That's kind of like why they
I
make
would-
separate
I would-
shows.
I
you
would
know?
rather
rather
they
that.
have better writing and not
See,
go for money
That's
grabs.
why the Batman was 3 hours long.
It
Yeah.
didn't need to be 3 hours long. We discussed this in the last podcast.
Still want to go see it again. I really
It was a good movie.
I do
It did not
too.
need to be 3 hours long. Any more Mandela?
Noah, you had one?
Oh, Noah. Yes.
I was gonna say the Star Wars one.
Oh,
You
okay,
were
Star
okay.
Wars one.
Noah also had the Star Wars one.
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna. This is stupid. There's a theory on this Mandela Effect thing. I only said some. There's a ton out there. I have a picture of Danny DeVito on my computer right now.
Really zoomed
Oh my
in.
gosh.
like a lot.
Well, anyway, so do y'all remember back in 2012 when people thought the world was ending?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because what was it, like the Mayan calendar or
Something.
whatever?
Calendar.
Yeah.
So there's this theory out there, and you can have your own thoughts about it. There's this theory that in 2012 the world ended, but when it ended, we got pushed to an alternate dimension, and little things here and there just barely switched. Like Cheez-Its were just spelled Cheez-It.
Gosh.
And then like life is like a box of chocolates was like a
That's
box of
actually really cool.
Okay, no.
There's a legitimate
That's
theory.
funny.
There's,
though.
I have seen that
That's
before, and
funny.
another argument people have used is where the Statue of Liberty is located.
Yeah.
Is it
That's
New York,
another
right?
one. Yeah.
Where?
New York,
It's New
No,
York
it's
City.
in New York, yeah,
But
but
where?
where is it?
off the coast of.
It's on an island.
Ellis
Yeah.
Island.
It's not on Ellis Island, but it's near it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
There's
People
another
remember
thing.
it being on Ellis Island,
It's a
but it's
plot.
not
Well,
on
that's
Ellis
just
Island.
not true.
It's a plot hole
I
to
remember
life.
it being on Ellis Island.
Well, that's not true.
But that's
Are you okay?
I
that's
don't like
the-
your theory.
that's
Your
the
theory
theory,
makes
though.
me
Keep an
annoyed.
open mind.
It's the
No.
theory. You don't have to agree with it.
Close-minded. Just be open about it.
Actually,
So
I
I need
I
to
like being
have
closed.
You don't have to
conspiracy
believe
theories.
it, but just be open.
It's fun to think about.
I heard it. I let
like
you
an
talk.
85-year-old
I don't
man.
agree.
All right.
You know what? Maroon 3. Let's just.
Also, there's another theory that's similar to that 2012 theory. There's a theory that in 2012 the world ended, but you know how scientists, I don't know if it's scientists, I don't know, some group of people have studied that after we die, our brain lives on for like a good 5 to 10
That
to
is
20
true.
minutes or something.
Yep.
But considering that, and now this has to play into another theory, which I buy into fully, that time is relative to each individual person. So if you imagine, if you take your brain that's dead, right, or that's dying, and you've got 20 minutes to live, and time is relative to everyone, what if the world ended in 2012 and we have a shared consciousness that we're all living through, and the world has already ended, our brains are just dying, and we're living the end of our life in that last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
I've
fun
heard
to
that.
think about, but
Yeah.
no. That's the same thing as like, what if we're in the Matrix?
I mean, yeah, it's all speculative and it's all random.
What if this is all
cool.
just one big stimulation?
Can someone please roast us in the comments? My gosh.
Yeah, if I'm in the Matrix right now, someone smack me and wake me up. Oh, Will Smith. We gotta talk about it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. We gotta talk about
What a
that.
segue.
Wow, that,
We do have
I-
to talk about that because we've kind of talked about it a little bit, but we haven't gotten our like
we
full
have?
opinions on it.
oh, you mean outside the booth?
Yeah,
outside-
a little
outside the
bit.
podcast.
I'm
Yeah.
following now.
Shmev, what do you think?
You know what? I'm excited about this.
Okay.
I have my own
Alright.
thoughts
Yeah,
about
he
it.
Go
was
for it.
very excited about it the other night. He was like, I can't tell you, but I'm so excited to
Yeah.
tell.
I have my own little theory,
All right,
and it's not one of those just out of the box type of things.
go for it.
Is it the Mandela Effect?
No.
Okay.
So, what was it? Was it the Oscars? I get confused with all
Yeah.
of them. The Oscars. So I feel like every year when the Oscars are approaching, you start to see it like being advertised a lot on social media.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that this year. I don't know about y'all.
No.
I didn't
didn't
see like
either.
any of it. And so also, what has Chris Rock done the past 8 years?
You're going the exact same direction that I thought the second I saw it.
Really?
Really?
I know where you're going immediately.
What has he done? Since Grown Ups
Not
2,
very
he hasn't
much.
done anything.
Madagascar
Right?
was when?
Well, he's hosted
Before
the
that.
Oscars.
He's hosted the Oscars.
And I mean, I know he's going on tour with Kevin Hart right now. I think it is.
Oh,
Yeah, but like
Oh.
when you think like the movies, like he hasn't been in any like big time
Yeah,
movies that
not
I know.
recently.
Yeah.
And so I think the Oscars got with Chris Rock and Will Smith, and they're like, all right, we're gonna stage this thing.
Yeah.
This is gonna help the Oscars. This is gonna because right after that happened, people flooded social media,
Yeah.
which brought people to the Oscars to watch it to see the aftermath of that.
And they knew the Oscars were going downhill.
They
Like
knew
you
that.
can look at the numbers; they just
Oh,
keep
yeah.
going
Yeah.
down.
This is still the second
So.
least watched Oscars.
I was going to say, if I could interrupt for a second, I
Yeah.
think it was the lowest rated like Oscars in terms of viewership. But then after the Will Smith slap happened, viewership went up. It was something like 65 or 70%. I forget the exact number, but it was something like that.
Yeah.
So viewership, well, I mean, it still wasn't amazing because it still wasn't a very much watched event, but relatively, it skyrocketed after that.
Yeah. It skyrocketed right after that situation occurred, and the aftermath of that caused Chris Rock's comedy shows, like the ticket sales, to skyrocket,
I heard about that.
like big time. And so I really think the Oscars got with Chris Rock, and they got one of the more famous actors in our time, Will Smith,
Yeah.
to go up there and slap this guy. Because if it was someone like, lesser than Will Smith, it wouldn't have gotten that much attention. But because it was Will Smith slapping Chris Rock, just two of the more famous actors the past 30 years, like they're like, this is going to get attention. And they knew that. And there's a picture I saw that Chris Rock has like this little pad on his face if you zoom in close enough.
I saw that. I'm not sure if that's Photoshop though, because I looked at like the real footage or whatever, and I zoomed in. I couldn't see it.
Oh, really?
So
It might
I'm not
be.
sure, but
It might
that's
be.
an interesting thing.
But that's
I was
my
like, whoa.
thought. I think it was staged. I think he actually did slap him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
The
I
slap
think-
was real.
I think the slap was staged. That's what I think.
Here's my thing, man, is that, and if you follow, which I really don't, but I love Will Smith, so I have been following this. If you follow like how him and his family have been doing, obviously he had that whole thing with Jada, and like they have an open marriage right now. But if you remember, the reason why is because Jada really, really pushed for it after she got caught cheating, and I forgot who it was. Do y'all?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
remember.
don't
Some
care.
younger guy, I think.
But
like
yeah,
friends with her daughter.
She got
or
caught
son.
cheating. So if you can
gosh.
only imagine, like, Will Smith, what a great guy, but I'm sure he was distraught. Mm-hmm. And so you put all that into play, I'm sure the marriage has been rocky.
Yeah,
And
well-
that's all, presumption. But
Yeah, well, and that's also what I was going to bring up is that I think I saw like her reason she gave for cheating was like, well, if he cared, he would know, or something
But
like that.
Also, you know what I don't understand is one of the big things that happened too during that cheating thing. They came out and they said they had an open marriage.
yeah.
So how'd
How-
she cheat?
No,
was
I
that a
think they
marriage?
announced that they were going to start an open marriage.
Oh, did they? I thought they had
or
one
it was
before.
mentioned or something. I don't think so. I could be wrong, but regardless, I mean, how do you cheat on Will Smith?
You don't have any respect for him.
Does that?
Well,
Jada.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
And
her.
as far as the slap goes, I mean, I have two sides. There's two sides of me here. There is the moral side of me that says, okay, no matter how hurtful that might have been or how terrible the joke was, especially making fun of her alopecia, I think is what it's called. You don't slap people, man. Just
No,
don't do
you
it. And then
don't.
there's a side of me I'm like, okay, if that was my wife, I would want to smack the heck out of him too.
But not then. Wait till after.
I
not
think me and
then,
Leighton are on the
don't.
same page with this.
I have a lot to actually say.
Okay, here.
The first thing with like the joke or whatever, there were so many jokes that were maybe way worse, and that's kind of part of it. That's what the host does year
That's
after
who-
year.
That's who Chris Rock is too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
expect
Like if you can't take the jokes, then like I don't know what to tell you. Like that's kind of your job.
Don't
You're-
be so sensitive.
Yeah, like you're sitting there, you know you're gonna get roasted. So many people got roasted.
He's a comedian.
And there's talks that like he didn't even know that she had that
Yeah.
or whatever.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No, he didn't.
Okay. So then they're like, sorry, just get over it.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty funny joke. He even said, come on, that was a good one or whatever. Because it kind of looks like her. And, but one more thing.
I want to see G.I.
then-
Jane 2 now.
Yeah. One more thing, though, that kind of makes me think that maybe he would, do it and it wasn't like staged. Was he had, I'm not sure if it was in his book or he was on a podcast talking about it or what, but he has said that like moments have happened in his past that he wished he would have done something that someone has said that might have been hurtful to someone that he cared about, but he just kind of just let it slide. He didn't stand up for him. And so I think maybe that could have happened. Like you can see him, he started to laugh at the joke. And then he saw Jada and she was obviously upset, started rolling her eyes or whatever. And then the camera cuts, so we can't see Will's reaction. All we know is that Will was laughing. And then Will looked at Jada and didn't like how hurt she was or whatever.
Yep.
And then got up on the stage and slapped him. And then even after he slapped him, he kind of was laughing too. So I don't know. It just something to bring
I
up.
just thought of something.
I mean, as he was walking off the stage after he slapped Chris
Yeah.
Rock, I mean, he had
He
like
did
a
that
smirk on his
stride.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a stride. He was like, yeah, and he like had
I
a
don't
smirk
know.
on his face.
For such a good actor, it's kind of a bad performance if that was staged. Because if it was staged, I feel like he wouldn't start laughing. He wouldn't have had the smirk.
But then he
Here's- I
started.
don't know.
He started
Here's-
getting really upset though.
Here's the thing: with as politically correct as the Oscars probably are, you would think that if they would stage it, it wouldn't be making fun of her alopecia. You know what I mean? Because
think
that's a
true.
disease.
Well, or they could have just had Chris Rock be like, just give a joke about that, and then just Will Smith
Yeah,
will be
because
upset.
if they were to stage this, they would have had to make some kind of joke that's sensitive enough to
Yeah.
where some people would be okay with him
just
going
can't
up
see
there
them
and
do
do
I'll
that.
say I'm not saying that I believe this, but I know that I guess I can say conspiracy theory, whatever that I've heard about this, is how Pfizer sponsored the Oscars this year. Or maybe they always have, whatever, but they sponsored it this year. They did some with the Oscars this year. And Pfizer, I guess, and everyone knows them as the vaccine people now. And Pfizer, I guess they're the only company out there that have like a cure, either like a pill or something for alopecia. And they're the only company that has that. So I've heard the conspiracy theory that because Pfizer's sponsoring it, that they had something to do with it because they want to like either raise awareness for alopecia or they could get more sales from this or help with research or whatever. So that's another conspiracy theory out there.
That is
or
a good
another theory.
point.
Maybe not, I don't know. Another theory.
I had a thought.
Yeah.
What if? Just hear me out.
Okay.
What if, before the Oscars started, Will already had a little beef with Chris because what if Jada
Oh no.
having the open marriage and Chris got together and Will was already mad and that was the tipping point. And so he was like, you know what? I'm done with this guy. Goes up there, slaps him. You're gonna do stuff with my wife and make fun of her.
Look,
That would make sense.
What if? I'm not saying this. We're never
make
gonna know if that
sense.
happened. But what if?
let me jump on the other side because I said all the points that it was like not staged or whatever. You know, you like that little hand motion?
Yeah, I do.
One thing, like, kind of maybe it feels more staged. Like, if someone said that, I feel like you might be hurt for a while. You know, that same night he was out just like partying, having like the best time of his life. Like, I don't know if y'all saw him at his after party or whatever after the Oscars. Oh yeah.
Wait, who's Will's or Chris's?
Will.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't have known that anything would have happened.
Was it at his house?
No, it was like with a bunch of people, and he's just getting down. Look it up.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
That
a
kind
video.
of brings me to where I kind of stand on the issue. And I'm a very paranoid person, so conspiracy theories are my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it has more to do with the quality of their marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
like Leighton was saying, like
Yeah.
he was okay, she wasn't, and then he wasn't.
Right.
And with that other cheating thing and all that, kind of makes me think she was like, I don't know, messing him up a little bit. It kind of sounds controlling. It's like, oh, you're going to let him get away with that? And it kind of made him feel like he should do something that he may normally would not have done.
Yeah.
Because like you're saying, later on in the night, he was having a good time.
Yeah. Sure.
Which tells me it didn't really bother him.
Yeah. So it's either like staged or he's just doing it for her or it's
Yeah.
whatever.
Also, oh no, you go.
I was just gonna say, if this is not staged, I don't really look at Will Smith any differently.
Nope.
I still think he's very down to earth, like nice person.
I just think he made a mistake.
I think he just made a
I
mistake.
think it was just a
yeah.
poor choice in judgment. It wasn't his best moment. That doesn't mean we just cancel him as
Yeah.
a person. Like that, I'm not
yeah.
gonna start not watching his movies. I just he's human, and like while that may not have been the best way to react to it or the best time for it,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, it still happened.
Yeah, and if we're on the subject too, I mean, just cancel culture in general.
Yeah.
I feel like cancel culture is just the exact opposite way to be going around things. We as humans need to give each other more grace and understanding, and realize that if there's something that really bothers us, sure, if you want to stop, supporting them or their movies, music, whatever that may be, fine. But people make mistakes. Some are more inexcusable than others.
I was gonna say some things I'm glad to cancel that person.
yeah,
But-
yeah, some things, but like everyone, you know what I mean though.
yeah.
There needs to be
exactly.
more
Sure.
forgiveness in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, oh, you messed up. You're done forever.
Yeah,
You're
no,
just
like
done.
wasn't it Kevin Hart hosting the Oscars, and old tweets got dug up, and they're like, "Oh nope, you can't host the Oscars anymore.
Ever again.
Yep, can't do that
Because
You-
of tweets.
Yeah, you had some tweets that we didn't like. What was it at the time, like 8 years ago or something like
I
that?
don't even
like
remember.
2013
Your
or
words hurt us. Your words, because we let them. And now we're going to make a choice about your career for you.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Jim Carrey's response to it?
I did, actually.
Yeah.
He,
Oh, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, he said, I just think it was a bad moment.
Yeah.
Well, he said like there's no excuse for it. Like,
Yeah.
he's this big celebrity. He's got all this attention around him, but at the end he did say like, what did he say? Like, it's Will Smith. He's done great work. Like, I don't hate the guy, but he definitely should have gotten in trouble for it. Also, speaking of Jim Carrey, he said he's retiring.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
after
he
the
is?
Sonic movie. He says he's gonna be done.
Oh no! Please tell me he's going out on a higher note than Sonic.
I don't know. He said that he's done enough and he's comfortable
He's had
where
a
he's
lot of
at.
good
Oh
movies,
yeah, I
so,
love what he said.
no.
He said, "I've done enough. I am enough," and something else. It was kind of cool.
It was cool.
empowering.
I don't know. I mean, I love Jim Carrey, but he's kind of taking a little weird turn on
He's
life.
gotten very
Sonic.
open-minded recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hasn't he also turned into like a bit? Does he still have that huge beard?
Not
I know
anymore.
Not anymore.
He
Okay,
did.
I knew for a while he was rocking like that mountain man type beard.
It
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
It was a nice
He looked
beard.
a lot older, and then I saw
Yeah.
him when he was talking about Will Smith, and he had it all like clean shaved, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, did he like go back in time?"
Yeah.
because he looks a lot
de-age?
younger.
Yeah.
Well, according to Zach, time is relative, so just for him,
yeah.
Yeah.
He was such like back in his like heyday, just such like a cringy
Oh yeah,
actor. But gosh, it was fun.
it was
Yeah.
amazing.
it's
Some
amazing.
great movies
Ace
came out of
Ventura,
that.
Pet
Pet
Detective.
Detective. Oh
That
my
is my
gosh,
favorite
yeah.
movie.
Have you
of
seen
his.
Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
with Adam Sandler?
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
What?
I'm sorry.
Same.
I changed
was like,
actors.
wait.
But that's another one of those like cringy movies that just like there's like Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey can kind of relate in a way. Because like back in the '90s, they were in some cringy movies.
They
that,
have a
like,
different style.
different
but I know what
style,
you
but
mean.
I
yeah.
wouldn't call it cringy. I think it's just very dry humor.
I don't know. The faces
I
Jim
don't know.
Carrey makes.
Some of that humor was wet. It was not dry.
Have you seen Mask?
Oh my gosh.
No, I've seen clips
Mask?
from
I
it.
have.
That one's weird.
The green,
Oh, yeah.
green
Where it's
mask
like,
on
yeah, it's
him.
just like
Yeah.
this green mask that he finds, but whenever he puts it on, it just like attaches to his face, and he just changes personalities, and he
Well,
can't get out of
I
it.
think he just turns into Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Man.
What is the line he says?
I don't know, but you're probably going to misquote it.
Mandela.
He'd go party time, PART. Why? 'Cause I gotta. I used to love that.
It's awesome.
That sounds like something you'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Jim
It
Carrey
does.
quoting the
Oh,
Mask.
man.
Beautiful.
Favorite comedian? Who would it be?
Ever?
Oh, gosh.
Ever.
Oh my gosh.
Probably Tim Hawkins.
Okay.
I was gonna
Ooh,
say
yeah.
he is a pretty. He came to mind because I sent my sister Tim Hawkins like skit. I think I also sent it to Zach. I sent
Which one?
the one to where he's talking about Job from the Bible and how it's
He didn't kill his wife?
it's just funny because for those of you who don't know, Job, book in the Bible, to where Job basically loses everything. Like his kids die, like all his animals die and stuff. Like he has blisters and everything all over his skin. It's basically hell on earth for him.
Yeah.
But Tim Hawkins, a comedian, he pointed out the fact that he's like, his wife did not die. He's just like, how bad must that wife have been for the wife to have not died despite all the other stuff going on?
Hold on. Sorry. Shmev keeps pulling up like crazy images and yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at Val
what
Kilmer's
is that?
bat nipples.
Oh no, we're going to why
I keep
know-
just pulling up
okay.
random
All
stuff.
right.
Like
My-
Batman.
I get the Jim Carrey Batman connection. I get that, but
Oh, see, I didn't even
space.
get that.
yeah.
That's why I thought about it. Anyways, I don't know if he ever did stand up, but
Yeah.
I love Will Ferrell so much.
Oh, he's a
Yeah.
great guy.
Yeah.
He's honestly, he might be my favorite actor.
He did
ever.
SNL, but I don't really think that's stand up.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He might have been standing for some of it.
But I was watching.
Standing up.
I was watching this interview with Kevin Hart he did, I guess recently. But he's like, Will Ferrell is one of the only people that can literally just stand there and I'll start laughing.
Yeah.
Like, have y'all seen the baseball and basketball stuff he does?
No, sadly
He'll like
not.
they'll like put him in uniform like in spring training.
I saw
He'll
him
go out there and
crazy.
he's just like all serious. He's like stretching. And he'll get on the mound and just like spit in his hand. But it's Will Ferrell, so it
Yeah.
looks so funny while he's doing
One
it.
time during a basketball game, he like escorted like Shaq or a player off the court in a basketball game.
Well, just recently he dressed up as his character from Semi-Pro,
Oh, yeah.
and he got on it. I think it was with Steph Curry
Duke?
and the Warriors.
Oh, was it?
I think so, because he went out there and he was doing his granny style free throws and he made it, and he shot it from half court and he made it. Will Ferrell did. He had his afro on and everything, but that dude, like
He's funny.
you know how y'all talk about like and like certain situations that shouldn't be funny, like I turn it into
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will Ferrell turns anything
Really?
into
God
funny.
forbid we ever show up in the same room as a funeral. That would be bad.
You and Will Ferrell or you and Schmidt?
Me and Zach.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
Shannon, yeah.
You know,
Okay.
the
All of a
one
sudden-
thing. Oh,
I was just
Let
gonna
late-
say, all of a sudden, my ringtone's gonna go off, and it's gonna be Highway to Hell. Sorry, guys. That's my bad.
That's my phone. My bad. My bad.
what I was gonna say is like the only thing I don't like with Will Ferrell is like whenever he went on The Office or whatever those episodes.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
I
only
like
thing.
those.
Oh really?
I
They're
think they were
cringy and
good.
beautiful.
He played a different role for sure.
Yeah.
Switching to a different comedian, I was gonna say, how about Steve Carell?
Oh, I love him.
I
yeah.
like
The
him more
epitome
as
of dry humor.
yes.
I like
Steve
him
Carell's
more
fun.
as a person than I think I do his acting career, though. Like, he's just a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Especially, like, if you've seen him recently, he just looks bad. Well, not, like, bad in a bad way, like, good.
Like yeah.
Like, I was like,
He aged like a fine wine.
He did.
That's whatever I see on the internet or whatever about him.
Yeah.
He really did. He looks fantastic with the beard and the glasses
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the gray hair. Like, how do you
Dude.
look so good with gray hair?
Dang, man.
It's like,
you got
whoa.
that sexy old man look, you know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna name another comedian because I don't want Steve Carell on the mind anymore. Donald Glover's another one that I think is really funny.
I love Donald Glover.
Okay. Also known
my
as.
man.
Also known.
I think he likes him a lot.
Also known as Childish Gambino for his music career, but no, Donald Glover. I loved him on Community. I know his stand-up stuff, like it's nothing like Community, and that's funny too. But I absolutely loved him on Community. Shmev, what is on your laptop now?
He has got his, I cannot keep a straight face. What is it? What in
Stop
the world?
looking up Batman nipples.
Val Kilmer.
I'm not what's going?
My gosh.
Batman.
It's just the Batman suit.
Noah, can you turn off his Wi-Fi on his computer for us?
He's like, hold on. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll have to show you
hack into the
after.
mainframe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Gosh.
What
Anyway.
were we even talking about?
Donald
Comedians.
Glover, fun
Yes.
comedians.
My future
Here,
husband, no homo.
Okay, stop. Just you
That's
like
not
him, talk
possible.
about him. My gosh.
I love Childish Gambino. I've seen him in concert, I think 3 times now. He's an amazing performer. He's hilarious on TV, Community. I love him in Atlanta, even though it's a serious drama. Shmev, turn off the laptop.
The orange with the smiley face.
What? God.
Oh my.
The orange with the human
Anyway,
face.
To the people on
Stop.
Spotify, I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
Oh my god.
Well, to the people on YouTube, I'm sorry. You can't see any of this.
No.
Just look up bat nipples and the annoying
Oh my
orange, and
gosh.
you'll
Oh my
be set.
We need
Ignore
to end
Shmev.
this episode.
All right, I
Shmev.
think this is a good place to end it. You
This
know,
has
bat
gone
nipples.
uphill. This has gone uphill.
It's really gone uphill.
Man.
Oh.
All right. Shmev, you want to take it out for us?
It's like, no.
He wants to keep the.
No, you want to...
I'm gonna do it.
I want to keep the awkwardness going.
Nope. I'm gonna end it.
Nope,
gosh.
you're not.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, we are.
Presley is
Yep.
ending it.
Yep, we're ending it.
Thank
Hold
you
on,
for-
hold on.
He needs to
It's gonna
remember
be like a southern goodbye.
the.
All right. Yeah. This is like my
Saved.
mom trying to say bye to my when I was growing up. It's like, oh, we're about to leave. 20
Leave?
minutes later. Yeah. Me and
Yeah.
your friend's mom are still talking.
Also,
So-
keep in tune for next week. We're gonna have a secret special guest.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Who is a father now?
Yes. Just
Yes,
had his first kid.
I may or may not appear a lot taller in the next podcast, and I may or may
Yeah.
not sound
We have decided
not at all like me.
right now we're kicking Evan off and replacing him with someone else.
Yeah, I'm being
is
kicked
Evan's
off.
last
So
episode.
I'm,
Surprise, Evan.
I'm out of here.
Even Evan didn't know that
Sorry,
was
man.
coming.
Yeah.
All right.
there
Thanks.
could, only,
So-
there could only be one Evan. We decided.
No, I
Yeah.
got it.
No, I got it.
No, I got it.
So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this awkwardness. We did. Evan did.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't. That's why we're kicking him off.
Go check out Manscaped.
Yes. Remember to use code awkward at manscaped.com. And
Merch coming very soon.
Merch. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Whenever 1,000, right?
Huh?
1,000 subscribers.
Is that what we
Oh
agreed
yeah,
on?
yeah. For YouTube, yeah.
Yep.
Whenever we hit 1,000 subscribers, we're putting out merch. So
All
get
right.
us to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and merch will be available. We're trying to make it as cheap as possible. Things like shirts, long sleeves T-shirts, hoodies, coffee cups,
Mugs.
yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. So yeah, we appreciate you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Tune in next week. But until next time, thank you guys for tuning in for a session of awkwardness.